Hello, everybody. We have some big news today. Come to another Deadpan Diaries. Now, already, come back to Deadpan Diaries. Got a big news. We got a scoop here. We got a scoop because we have a preview of a scene from the upcoming South Park season 27. That's right, long-awaited season of South Park. It's been 2 years now. We have a scene right here. Let's see what we got. Apparently, South Park famously loves a good satire. Satire, a lot of stuff usually going on in pop culture or current events. And there's something here where it says, in a scene mocking the obviously the Epstein list, Jeffrey Epstein list of the people, the disgusting bastard perverts who are sex trafficking scum. They say here like they have a scene mocking that where apparently in South Park they're gonna reveal this list, and then it's gonna be on the Twitter account for the Department of Justice. Department of Justice under the president, the Department of Justice, and they're gonna reveal it. Then there's gonna be a link, and when people click this link, it's gonna take you to a Rickroll. Take you to Rick Astley saying "Never gonna give you up, never gonna say goodbye." That's pretty clever. Like I said, like using an old meme. Yeah, to show how to touch like the government can be, making fun of a serious situation, but in a mocking way of how like this disgusting, how fucked up this is. And wait, hold on. What's that? Envelopes. Wait, you mean a fucking that wasn't South Park? That was real life. That happened last week. Wait, hold on. No, you fucking telling me that a week ago. That our government, the one run by the Fanta fascists, they promised to release this list, these criminals, these people that are involved with this evil monster, the worst pedophile probably in the history of America at the very least, like Jimmy Savile level at the very least, like Jimmy Savile than him, that Jeffrey Epstein, this list, they had it, and they put it on Twitter, on the Department of Justice, and it was a link to a Rick Astley, to the Never Gonna Give You Up, the Rickroll. They literally did that. Yep, they did. They did. Yep, this is the world we're living in now. It's not South Park. You can't out satire. You can't even make fun of this because it's reality is outpacing the satire and how fucked up it is. Because it's not funny. We live in a joke. We live in a sad joke, and I'm tired of laughing. Because these absolute pieces of dog shit fucking administration of fucking scumbags actually went like, hey, let's play with people's emotions. People are upset about real victims, real families that were hurt, real children that were hurt. Let's play a fucking meme from like 10 years ago at the earliest. That means probably even older than that. Fucking early internet meme. Let's put this shit on there. Because haha, lol, you actually cared about justice. Actually care about taking down the disgusting, horrible people, disgusting pedophiles and sex traffickers. Nah, that's on you. You were the one. You were laughing at you. See, hi, if I was so serious. This is absolutely disgusting, right? We could disagree. It's fucked up. It's fucked up in so many ways, and it typifies where we are now. That we have a clown, bastard, awful douchebag piece of dog shit in the Oval Office, who himself is a fucking pedophile and a rapist, and spent a lot of time in the last few years, and especially the last few months of that campaign, going on and on about how he cared about protecting children and stopping people that are in sex crimes and all this stuff. Yeah, when it's his best friend, his best fucking friend, all the crimes he did, the people connected to it, we make a joke out of it. And somehow, that's not even the worst part. What I just told you, that's the most fucked up part. That's the part that fills South Park. The part that is even more fucked up is they had other binders of these so-called lists, which I'm going to hold with bated breath, assume that this probably ain't even the real list. This is probably some fucked up shit. And they gave it to a bunch of right-wing influencers. Binders full of this sensitive information that's about real crimes and real people to right-wing influencers. Now you might be saying, well, who do you mean? What do you mean, Deadpan? Well, I don't know if you ever heard of this bitch lives on TikTok. She's the one of them. this fucking evil ass, stupid, dumb lawyer asshole who spends all of her time on Twitter spreading all this bullshit propaganda, hating on queer people, hating on trans people, hating on anybody basically that's a leftist, who literally is a stoic terrorist. I'm not quite sure how to say her. Stoic terrorist. She's a terrorist basically that helps like people send bomb threats to people. That actually has happened. This bitch actually is like this. This fucking maggot asshole. And we got another fucking douchebag bitch ass piece of shit named DC Drano, which that is already a name. That, like, if you chose that as your name, what the fuck are you even doing? That is a fucking AI generated NXT 2011 name, if I ever heard one. It's a name where you're trying too hard to come up with a good name and you just hit some fucking wall. DC Drano, who I don't even know much about, except that usually I see he's on Twitter spreading like Pizzagate propaganda. I think. You know, Pizzagate, that fucking fake conspiracy about a child sex trafficking ring that was, well, ironically, while they're sitting there spreading that nonsense, that bullshit, the real stuff was going on, nobody was even seeming the wiser. And there's other assholes who are involved in this. I don't even know the other assholes, but just think for a minute. This fucking country, more simply Trump, this little asshole, is giving this sensitive information to a bunch of random people that essentially he likes. Now, let me think about this for a minute. And I don't really want any maggots to watch, but if somehow y'all find your way here, like a little smelling some kind of flight to the light or something, like mosquito to the light, like shocking you. Let me lay some knowledge on you here. Take Trump out of the equation. If any president had the opportunity to release files that were supposed to show people who committed these horrible crimes, these sex trafficking crimes, and their first instinct was to give it to a bunch of random people, nobody affiliated with any government body, not even like their press secretary, like just a bunch of random ass people, buying their full information that supposedly they will share themselves, what would your reaction actually be? Take the president out of the equation. They don't matter who. You can make it Obama, you can make it Clinton, you can make it Bush, either one, you can make it Reagan, make it Kennedy, any of these fuckers. I bet you would be, 99% of the time, you'd be like, this is the stupidest idea ever, this is horrible, why are we doing this way? You're clearly covering something up, you're clearly trying to hide the truth. But yet every one of them little maggots, the minute it's Trump doing it, they're fine with it, because that's what they are. They're hypocritical scumbags. And if you feel something, if you're a maggot and you're watching this, I don't want you here, but if you are fucking watching this, maybe for a second you reach a little curl in your head and realize just how fucking ridiculous this is, how wrong this is. This doesn't even stop there. I'm not even done. The same day that all this shit was going down, same day that the fucking right-wing shit has got the papers that supposedly they're gonna share with the world, the same day that the Department of Justice put a Twitter link to a Rickroll for what was supposed to be the list of victims and the list of people who did these horrible crimes, the goddamn Tate brothers showed up in America. The goddamn sex trafficking, pedophile, woman beating, human garbage, human living garbage pieces of dog shit douchebags, the Tate brothers, showed up after getting basically freed of their crimes in Romania, mysteriously, that apparently Trump was asking them to do. Yeah, because nothing says that this country is so dedicated to fighting sex traffickers and pedophiles and rapists, then the same day you give all these papers, these right-wing shitheads, and you put a link to a Rickroll, you bring in two of the biggest sex traffickers in the world right now. Like, this is like the most fucked up shit ever, right? Like, this is all goofy. Horrendous. Yep. That's where we're at now. This is all this is like one horribly written show. The shit show, if you will. And by the way, one more thing. I don't want to talk more about it because I think I'm kind of done here. You know? In fact, I might show something a little nice at the end here to kind of make up for this. Because I have something to look at right now. Interesting fact here. Oompa Loompa, Bone Spur Bandit himself, for years, has any time when asked about the Central Park Five, which is a group of black men who were falsely accused of a crime they didn't commit, where a woman was raped and murdered in Central Park, At a time when there was a bunch of DNA found on that, including theirs, but there was a bunch of other people's because it's Central Park and people are in Central Park. They were sentenced to life in prison in the 80s. Trump spent years paying for ads, calling for their execution, vocally, loudly calling for their executions, and then when they were freed, gave I don't remember the exact response. There's a video online of him on the golf field being upset, like, right? And yet, when somebody at a press conference, back when he was the shit eater in charge the first time, somebody asked him about Ghislaine Maxwell, who is Epstein's #1 woman, the woman that was instrumental in him doing all these awful crimes, who when she was arrested, when they asked him if he had anything to say about this, he said he wanted to wish her well, and hope she's doing okay. Keep in mind, nothing else, just as a woman who was arrested for massive sex crimes, helping massive sex crimes. At the very least, she's accused. Let's be real, she's fucking guilty. Like that last time he played the game, she's fucking guilty. This is a woman who is guilty as shit. She's like the number two of fucking Epstein. And his response is to say he hopes she's doing okay. But when it's black men, innocent black men accused of crime they didn't commit, no, he doesn't want to seem happy at all. And then nothing else, that doesn't show you the massive amount of racism in that man. That should also show you the massive amount of bullshit he disputes, because he doesn't care at all about stopping any crimes of nature. If he fucking cared at all about stopping pedophiles, he would turn himself into prison right now. Simple truth of it. And he would start helping them like find the other Epstein list people. But he's not. Because he doesn't care. Because this man, his entire life is just an egomaniacal sociopath. And we all have to deal with it, which sucks. So, but enough of that bullshit. Let's try to do something better here. I got this book. My friend Sora wrote this, apparently. See, she's on the cover right there. Yeah. And this is a book called The Cat's Meow: Feline Answers to Life's Big Questions. I got this for $1 from a thrift shop. And it's really cool and cute. I wasn't having the best day later today, but it felt good then, at least. Let's show you one. Always try to land on your feet and not your head. There you go. There's one. Let's look at a few of these lessons, because I'm spoiled. A cat sigh. Learn to display your contentment. Feel the sun shine on you. Aww. Climb to the highest height that you can achieve. But be cautious. Don't go out on a limb for lost causes. Ain't that the truth? Be calm and patient. Let your self-possession set a good example for others. There you go. Give yourself time, space, respect. Seek out hidden street corners. I had a cat look just like that when I was like 10 or 11. Named her Goosebumps. Cute cat. I also knew somebody who had a cat named Naruto. And I think a cat named Sasuke. Put down another one. If you don't like something, it's okay to express your displeasure. A cat call will do nicely, thank you. And try to maintain an intimate relationship with the world. Jump farther than you did yesterday. There you go. I think that's all we have today. Thank you for watching this Deadpan Diary. And have a great day.